Let's see what technology is going to do to us tonight. All right, Boosh, let's give this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah,
Hey,
chicken.
what's up, Boosh?
What's up?
All I have to say right now is, oh, he has the good internet. I see what's up.
Always, dude. I've only done this like hundreds of times, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man, this is the clearest face I've seen in over a month.
Oh man. Dude, I'm at home. I don't know what they doing, dude. Got the doggy here somewhere. I don't know how you do this. So the dog don't want to be on camera right now though.
Oh, what's up,
But
Bubos? What kind of dog
yeah,
is it?
it's oh shit, what is it? Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Oh, it's the
I
cute
can't.
kind. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's the cute kind. It's not coming to me. Oh, Chihuahua. Yeah, that's so silly. Chihuahua. That's what it is.
What a beautiful little puppy dog. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Doesn't
how's
like the bears though. It's kind of frightened.
how's your day today going, Boosh?
Oh, it's good, man. I was forcing myself on my routine, man. Uh, I think I spent the last hour and a half working on my current track. So yeah, man. Did
That's
some
dope.
yoga. I did the yoga today.
What? Yo,
I alternate every 3 days between that. So yeah.
hell yeah. Hold on 1 second. My dog's freaking out.
Oh yeah, man.
Willie, come on. Willie,
You know, let me give the shout outs. I see Mother gave the claps. I see Kaylin joined. That's all I can see because I can't scroll down. I see the smallest M.
all
I
right.
see. All right.
And we're back. Willie is a
Oh.
fucking dick tonight. No, my dog needs a
Mm.
lot of attention, you know,
I get it, man. I get it.
and I give it to him, but he still
Mm.
wants more.
I be
Uh,
feeling bad, man, because I like to work on the floor, so I'll be like working on music or videos, and then my dog will come and she needs to be on like the lap or something, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is cool, but it can kind of like, change the game. So,
It does absolutely change the game. Hey, before we get going on this freight train to
yeah.
Imagination Station,
Mm.
can you can you just tell people that don't know, tell people that who you are and what a
Mm.
couple of your creative projects, artistic interests are, and also how do we know each other?
Mm. How do we know each other?
It's a big, juicy question with lots of things on it.
Mm. It's funny because Bob just texted me right now. So technically, first time I ever met you was at Bob's house, TCMB. They call me Bob. So technically, if we want to say like first meeting, that's technically how I know you. You was playing in that was indoors, one of Noah's gigs, if you remember that. I think it was like a year and a half ago.
At
I
the
don't know if you.
pool?
Yeah, Bob had a pool, but I think at that point it's the Firecrest house. That's what he calls it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Firecrest
yeah,
house.
yeah, yeah. They had
Yeah, yeah,
me and Kyle from Rolling Smoke and Haley and
yeah.
maybe Reagan. It's like down south, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm fucking scared of South Austin. So,
Why are you scared of South Austin, man?
man, once you cross and here, look, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to know what witchcraft is all about, as soon as you said South Austin, fucking
Yeah.
Nick Mulos's name just popped up. He
Hey, man.
knows. He knows that there's a thing going on out there. Like I'm
Dude,
from
that's been my
Austin.
primary Austin intake has been the south side in the city. It's the north side where it's like, yo, like what is this? Like I gotta cross over through like eons of traffic. And then at that point, like I should just go to like another city. I go to Dallas at that point. Like if I have to go to the north side, I'd rather just drive to another city.
Well, I'm just saying, like as soon as this is what happens when I cross the river. It doesn't matter if it's east or west side. As soon as I cross the water and I know that I'm over there, it's like I get vertigo, like hardcore.
Mm.
I'm just like, where? What is this? Why are we going south? We're going more south. I thought we were headed back. It's terrifying. And see, here's my north side homie. Yeah, Baba Bucket. He's a north sider. He kind of gets it,
Mm.
you know.
Mm,
But I don't know. There's just something about the north side that's home to me. I don't know what it is. It's nothing like
mm.
specific, but damn, South Austin is so scary. Okay, anyway,
I never
you
got it.
probably didn't expect that big fit of emotion, but go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, like, I'll say this though, before I lived in Austin, I didn't understand this whole north side, south side stuff. I was like, yo, why are people talking about this? You guys are lazy. I come from New York and stuff. I'm like, no one wants to like cross their imaginary boundary. But then once I lived there, I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. You know, sometimes you just need to be immersed to understand the culture, you know? So at the same time, I don't think you know this yet. So I guess a few of the heads who do know me, I ended up moving back to San Antonio though, right before the lockdowns though.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I
so you're in
sense,
San Antonio right now?
yeah, I am. That's why I
You
got
are
good internet.
lucky. I love it down there.
I love it right now, what I've created for me. But it mainly happened because, yeah, like I sensed the COVID lockdowns and we were kind of we were imitating the coastal cities. So I was like, once they went on lockdown, I was like, it'd probably be a week before that goes down here. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do this here with, I was living with roommates. I'm like, I'd rather do it with family and other type of stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So,
And what about
oh yeah, I never said who I am. Do you want me to say that?
say
Like,
who
wait.
you are and just talk about. I mean, we could. I want to try to talk about everything, but man, you are like one of the busiest, most dedicated people that I've met in the last little bit. Yeah, try
That's
to
called
just
having
let
no
people know
life,
where to
man. No
find you.
life. No life, no social life. It keeps you busy.
Yeah, yeah. But tell people who you are. What do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do?
aLRBoosh, so yeah, that's the name on here. That was originally my artist name. It was originally ALR, but if you type ALR in Google, that doesn't really take you down anywhere near me. So I ended up adding Boosh. So I did music like many of y'all here do. And then at some point around 2014, I was like, I got fired from my job, and a week later, I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to imitate Boiler Room. So I started filming people, like concert style, you know, like a lot of people in the scene. And then eventually, I would do live streaming off of that. And then maybe 2 years after that, I started doing a podcast, originally Street Fighter, but now I do a podcast, not about Street Fighter, but you know, normal interviews. And a lot of those interviews tend to be people from the music scene because that's my main friend base. So
Yeah,
that was
and
like the
then
quick summary.
and tell can you, just to cover the rest of them. What are tell people about like Fire Pizza Wave and like Boost sessions because that's how I know you is kind of through the sessions, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got no job records, yo. NY, yo, Bronx. That's the homie from way back.
Hey,
Like, um, Fire Pizza Wave. Fire Pizza Wave technically exists, but also don't exist. It's just like it's a fake label. Um, because now that I started making music again, like it's just like a tag I put at the beginning of music, making fun of the fact that like a lot of like hip hop songs got like tags, you know? So I was like, you know what? Fire, pizza, and wave. It popped up on the Instagram like as the emotes it would always suggest for me most, probably because I talk about pizza a lot. So I was like, I saw fire, pizza, wave one time on Instagram, all three together, and I was like, you know what? Like I called my friend. I was like, yo, you should say it in your British accent, and she said it and recorded it, and I put reverb, and that's my tag. So that's really what fire, pizza, wave is. The Boosh sessions. Yeah, that's me just filming a lot of people in boiler room style. Uh, Mostly San Antonio and Austin, but I've done it other cities too. And I filmed like around 200 artists. Most of that is on my YouTube right now. Some of that is still in the vault. You know, like,
and like let people know like when you say there's like 200 artists, like tell us the span of time
200
that you did that.
concerts like 2014 to now. I've done that. You know, since
See,
2014
that's
to now.
insane, man. That's an
Yeah.
insane amount of work.
That is like so. I mentioned to you so when you text me earlier and you're like, "What do you want to talk about?" I'm like, you know, improv is fine, but I was like, I guess the current thing I'm working on is releasing a track a week, and so you said that's an insane amount of work, and I noticed that I was going hard with the concerts, I was going hard with the podcast, and I was like, man, wasn't my music like my original passion? Like I never even tried that hard. So I feel like the videos taught me my work ethic, and I was like, yo, I should try this. Um, I should just try that same work ethic to music. So I'm trying to do that now, you know? So,
Yeah, man, and I wanted to let you know, I think it was you had asked me to be on your podcast like a little while back, and
yeah.
I wasn't trying to be difficult, but like it happened, you know, like I'm a busy guy, and also I just thought to myself like, hey, I really fucking dig what this guy's doing, and if we're gonna do
Yeah.
something together, let's do something crazy or something that you haven't done. So that's the only reason why it hasn't happened yet, and it still
Yeah.
will happen, absolutely.
You
But
wanted the 360. You wanted the
I thought that was a
It
bit
would have
of
looked
a
cool. It just was too early for me on that day, and I was keeping like really crazy hours and
yeah.
stuff. I was like, this ain't gonna work.
No, and
But
the thing about it is always to me is when the time isn't there for the right idea, like you just
yeah.
wait because like all the great things I've done have taken a little bit more time than I wanted them to, honestly. So
Oh yeah.
I'm
For
still struggling
sure.
that,
For
but
sure.
my point was is when we were on the phone talking about that stuff, and then I think I ran into you and we talked about it again. But the thing that struck me about you, and the reason why I wanted to have you on and just talk to you a little bit, is I see you as like one of the more driven people I've ever known, and
Mm.
like the cool thing about that is like I'm addicted to that stuff. Like I don't know when it happened. It was probably like 10 years ago. I just started thinking like there's not enough time for anything. So I just went into overdrive, you know? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
my kids got here and I went like even faster at it. So I
You
guess
have
what
you
I'm
have
wondering
kids?
is like where does that come from for you? Like how do you dig deep and like figure out like here's my goals and I'm willing to, because the thing that I think most people are missing, and this isn't a dig on anybody, but it's a friend of mine said the other day, it's like actually doing the work. Like Manowitz was talking about like Jackie Vincent and like she's so incredible and how does she, you know, absolutely learn new software in 10 days and like flip it into like this new thing, you know, just how do people do this? And it's all about, to me, it's all about actually doing the work. And when I was
Yeah.
talking to you, that's something you didn't say that specifically, but like that's the vibe I caught from you. And I was super impressed by that. Like, where does that come from?
I'm definitely on Team Nike, man. I'm definitely on Team Nike. The just do it. It's funny, you
You
just
work for
described that.
Nike, bro? That's fucking
I
bomb.
wish. I wish. I need that sponsorship money, dude. But it's funny you said that the example of that person learning new software in 10 days and flipping it, because I feel like that's where my weakness is. One of my weaknesses is that I'm definitely a good jump starter and doer. Um, but then I like maybe I'm just not thinking big enough, but I feel like a lot of my ideas, I'm like, so right now, like let's use the concert thing, right? Like the concert I just wanted to film a bunch of like people, mainly because nobody at that time, I started in 2014, a lot of the artists I like, they weren't releasing music. So they would play all this stuff live, but I'm like, man, I really just want to hear it at home, you know? So that was like my cheat code to do it. And this story was somehow going to tie into whatever I was going to say, but honestly, I forgot how I was going to do that. So I was like,
But like,
um,
I guess where's your
oh no,
motivation? Like, why do you
yeah,
care?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, why do you give a fuck? That's like what I'm getting at.
yeah. No, no, I got you. Damn, oh shit, that's slightly different question. Why I
Yeah,
give a
but I
fuck
guess to me,
versus
like, it's so easy to not sometimes, you know?
mm, yeah, yeah. Damn, why do I give a fuck? Sometimes I wonder that myself, dude. And like I journal every day and I'm still trying to figure out at this point why I do the craft so much, at least the current craft that I practice so much. Now I'm doing it because I'm kind of chasing like I'm trying to become great at something. I feel like if I become a master of my craft, I'll find, even though it doesn't exist, I'll find this answer I've been looking for, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like,
No, it does. I'm constantly chasing questions I can't and will never answer. And it took
yeah,
me
yeah.
so many years to figure that out so I could stop feeling defeated when it wasn't there.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
Well, I got a couple more questions before we shift gears and go to the deadliest 5 questions you've ever had.
Mm. Is
Tell
this like
me.
your sway? Is this like your five fingers of death style thing, like Sway and Tech did, or Sway?
Well, I was stealing from the Daily Show,
Ah, okay.
the original with Craig Kilborn.
Oh man,
I went
the
back
yellow
and
hair.
watched some of his 5 questions, and they're pretty terrible, but it was pretty awesome. I hit
Got
him
you.
up on Instagram 2 weeks ago and tried to get him on the show, and he hit me back and said he doesn't do interviews anymore. But I was
Oh,
so fucking
retired.
close, man. I was so close.
That's what's up, man. But at least now you know, though.
Yeah,
So,
and he sends emojis in his text. I know about that now.
mm,
Um,
mm.
so if you can, it doesn't have to be a top 5 because I don't look at music like that. But if you
Yeah.
can you just tell me about like 3, 4, 5 local producers from Austin? You're a guy that's like out there seeing shows all the time, filming shows all the time. As far as like the instrumental beat shit and electronic people, like who are you really stoked on that isn't like a well-known producer right now? Because I know that you're at tons of these shows.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, like I feel like a lot of times I'm biased. I'm biased, like
That's
so I
fine
might just
though.
end up choosing my friends, yo.
It's your
Like,
opinion.
so I know you're talking about now, but probably one of my favorite producers ever. Like he doesn't exist no more. R.I.P. He exists as a person. He's just fine. He's healthy. But I mean, as an artist, he's kind of retired his flag and his jersey, and it's in the rafters. Probably it was from Houston, like Falcon Fucker.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he's dope.
yes, he is dope. He was dope, and I'm glad I even filmed the concerts because he never technically ever released music. So like those
Right.
things I filmed, those are kind of it. That's kind of it. But in terms of like now, um, again, I'm very biased because like this is my homie. I'm even dropping a track with him in 2 weeks. But like he's San Antonio based, but Xylo, um, he's another dude. He's super prolific. The only difference with him, he just doesn't release it all. But he's one of them dudes. He probably has close to 48 hours of music on his hard drive. But if you look him up, he probably only has maybe 1 hour, two at online, you know.
Right.
But damn, let me see. I almost feel like pulling out my. I should just look at my playlist, like of people I filmed, man. Because it's been. When's the last time we've been at a show? Or here, this is somebody who's on your label, or at least has done a release on your label. Oh, big up Amia. Amia's dope. She just dropped something a week ago. She's Dallas based,
Oh hell
but
yeah.
yeah, she's mad dope. Track three, I'm really bad at knowing the names of any songs,
Sure.
but track three on her new EP, man, she got the ill flow, she got the light auto tune going on, like she was doing her thing. You should check her out. Amia's always been dope.
Hell yeah.
Um, I was gonna say somebody, if she's still even here, I don't remember who I was gonna say, but as I'm just saying shit, pulling stuff out my ass, she's just coming back to music. Mother, she's mad dope. I
Oh dude,
know
she's incredible. I
she's
just kind of
she's
did
super
like
dope.
came up on her music a couple months ago. She's incredible.
Yeah, I know sometimes, and I'll keep it very light. I know she don't always believe that, but she's dope. And now she put vocals out on her last track on the Feedback Alliance,
That one
so
is
that was really
fucking
dope.
so good, man.
Yeah, yeah. I know
That
he.
whole compilation is incredible.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, so off of that, like I know he don't really play live anymore. He's in Team Real Life right now, but Man of the Downs track on that was pretty dope.
Oh
Um,
yeah, dude.
with the drums, that shit was hard. Casey Cuts had one 2 compilations ago. I think it's called Push It or something. That was pretty dope too, man.
Dude, he
So
sent me this shit. It's called I don't know, latency catastrophe or some shit like that. This
yeah.
song's fucking incredible, man.
Mm,
There's so many. I love seeing like all the brand new coming out, and just like
yeah.
to me the quality is just getting better and better and better.
I
Um,
was gonna say one more real quick because
yeah, yeah, go
you
for it.
know her. Bragg Lights. Like
Oh
ever,
fuck
I think I
yeah.
met her on New Year's Eve, maybe like so 2017, 2018. Actually, that's the same day I met her because there was a bunch of people playing that night. That was the same day I met a lot of uh, feedback crew that I didn't know that I now know. But because what she sounded like when I met her till now, she's like a totally different artist, you know, and her skill set has just like grown, you know, like for me, you was talking about me before, like I feel like more I'm kind of a doer. I don't necessarily, you get better with time, so I kind of more get incrementally better, but I don't always like I don't know, like have those large transformations because I'm just doing a lot. But like she's like, if you were to hear something from her now and then, it's like two different artists, you know. So she's dope.
Oh,
I've
I
seen
know,
that.
man.
She's awesome.
We've been in talks. We've been in some talks about
Mm.
releasing some shit. So
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
100% agree with you. Um,
Mm.
Boosh, man, I can't wait for our interview because I could literally talk to you for at least an hour, if not two.
Yeah, no, we can do
Let
that.
me,
The record, if we're still here from our podcast, was Kaylin and Ben, and I think it might have been like 2.5. I've never done another one that quick, but that long. But
oh man, I should
yeah,
go watch that one. I love both of them.
it was. It's okay. It's all right. It's mostly like me and Kaylin talking, and I think Ben, he just laughs. He does the like laugh, that whatever laugh he does with that
Yeah,
face.
it's a good ass laugh.
Yeah, it is. But
But
yeah,
Boosh,
man.
thank you so much for being on the podcast, man. I'm a big
Oh,
fan of
always.
yours personally, and I also
Mm,
super appreciate just fucking you. You are a creative force, and you are a guy that is gonna keep progressing and doing like
mm.
insane things. I can tell you that. That's my opinion.
Said it was
Here
three
we
hours.
go. Before I let you go, are you ready to answer 5 questions?
Cinco. Dímelo. Yeah, let's
All
go.
right, here we go.
You need an intro for that, by the way. Like five.
Yeah, I'm working on like a bunch or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Here's the rules. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. You can say no to any of them. That's no
Mm,
big deal. If you don't
mm,
answer the question, I'm gonna ask you another question. And
mm,
nobody gets to the 5th question, so don't worry
mm.
about it. Just relax. It's cool. We're just having a
I
beverage
got
by
my
the
comfort
pool.
dog. We're good. We're good.
All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Out of all the numbers on the face of a clock, Bush, what's your favorite time of day?
Damn. First number that came to mind, I was thinking of the 1 through 3 to 12, whatever, like an old clock don't even exist, was 8. But the only reason the 8 comes to mind is because that was Kobe Bryant's number. So that's why. That's my favorite time.
And is it 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.?
Damn. That's tough. I'm probably gonna go with nighttime because I'm probably sleeping at 8 if we don't have work involved.
That's correct. All right. Okay, so far so good. Here we go.
Let's do
Question
it.
number 2. When I look out a window and I see a bird talking
Mm,
to another bird, and then they
mm,
suddenly find an insect and they're like, "Whoa, we got lunch!" And you can just kind of see the joy come over their faces. Boosh, what's your favorite color?
wow. You're gonna do that left, right, but that's easy. That's purple. You got the
That's
purple
correct.
haze. You got the purple music from Joker out in the UK. Yeah,
And
man,
listen,
purple. And that too. Yeah.
that's correct. All right, here we go, Boosh. We're on the Wednesday of questions. All right, this is the hump day out of 5 questions. Here we go.
Mm,
Boosh, there's a lot of really stupid questions out there, and this
mm,
isn't going to be one of them. Here we go.
mm,
Boosh, what's it all about?
mm. What is it all about? Sometimes I go outside and I scream and shout. I can't believe I'm locked down in this house. I wear a white tee. Sometimes they call it a blouse. That's it.
That's
That's
correct.
it.
All right, here we go. Question number 4. Boosh, I've seen you interview people, and if I could say, it kind of looks like you're in your happy place.
Mm,
Discovering new things, being inquisitive, trying to figure out like what this whole damn mess of a place is all about, wherever you go.
mm.
Okay? Now, let me ask you this. What is the best feeling out there?
Damn. I'm still searching for it, man. I'm searching for the feeling of self-fulfillment, dude. That's why the work continues. That's why the craft gets practiced daily, dude.
That's correct, man. Absolutely.
Mm, mm.
All All right, I can't believe I'm even saying this, bro, but we are at question number 5.
Let's do
Here
it.
we go. In a world of uncertainty, where so many people need things right now, Boosh, do you have a question for me?
Oh shit! To flip it and
And the
reverse
answer
it.
can be no.
No, 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 no. I always have. I want some of these. I wanted to save for the when you come on my podcast. But
I'll
here,
answer
let's.
as many questions as you want.
The costume, dude. Like, not even the costume, but what is the association with a bear in the first place before the costume? You know?
You want to know the story.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the really short version, but this is all true. About 15 years ago, I think, maybe longer. Fuck, I don't know. I was working at Australiological with my friend Mariah and Michaela and Kenneth Holland. He was on the show last week. It didn't work out. He's going to be on the show tomorrow. He came to me one day. He's an artist. He's a fantastic thinker. His paintings are absolutely beautiful. They're all behind me on these walls back here. He walked up to me one day and took my picture, and then he gave me the picture later, and it just said Butcher Bear on it. And he was like, you can use this, man, in the future, like whatever. And I wasn't making beats at that time. I wasn't doing any. I mean, I was DJing, but like,
Yeah.
not like not like that, you know. And then 5 or 6 years later, I picked the name up, and then Laurel Berkman, who does all the web stuff for Insect, and she's done 70% of like all the graphic design, and also Beth Schindler, who has made I wouldn't call it costume so much, it's just like the skin that I'm in. Beth has created 5 or 6 of these for me. So, and that's the origin situation.
Damn, the universe provided it, man. That's wild, man.
And there's other. I can tell you like a few more details on your podcast, but I would never
Got you.
blow everything on my show. You know.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta save it. You know. Sometimes you gotta save it.
People got to tune into fucking Boosh sessions to really know what the fuck is going on. Man, thank you so much for being on the show. You got to 5 questions. You're gonna get the trophy. I'll put your picture up on the wall.
Shit.
And
Let's
you'll
go.
be in the newspaper on Monday.
Finally.
Before I let you go, can you do me one favor and introduce the next song for me?
What's the next song?
It's by a guy named aLrboosh, and
Oh man, it's
called
gonna suck.
Emo Rollin' Later.
Damn it! Nah, I was like, cause I used all those funky numbers. Emo roller coaster.
Okay.
Emotional roller coaster.
You introduce the thing.
All right. This next song is made by me. It's called Emo Roller Co. I spelled it all kinds of crazy way. I don't even know how to spell it, be honest with you. But basically, I'll tell the baby story. Probably did it right before I moved. COVID was just starting, and I was super depressed over a girl, with some of y'all know. And then, like, it might have been 4 in the morning. I'm vegging out, you know, bag of Lay's, all that horribleness. And then, yeah, I just started singing into a mic. Boom. There you go.
Dope, man. Love you, Boosh. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing it, having me. Bacon. I'm not used to being on this side. I'm like, thanks for doing it. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Boosh.
Boosh.